It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Chiefs and the reigning Super Bowl champs under the lights on Thursday night.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle.
Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does. And you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors.
And off we go from Seattle.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing on first down. Burns. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down, Burns. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Off the play fake, Burns. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete.
go with McCaffrey. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man complete. That's Graves. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's got it to about the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Graves. That one a first down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll drop to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Zimmerman. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Zimmerman. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Zimmerman. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Burns. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Back to throw. Burns looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter.
10-0 the score after 1.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
He's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. But bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
On 2nd down, it's Zimmerman. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Seattle. They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Burns. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Burns. Looking downfield for Jones. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Burns. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A nice run there on 1st down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7. Second and 3. And he fires one incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. Zimmerman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Henry up the middle. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jamison Williams who's shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Zimmerman. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 40-yard line.
78 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
On 1st down, Burns over the middle, complete. That's Jones.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
To throw on 2nd down, Burns. He'll find Jones again, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Burns firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. On 3rd down, Burns. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Operating from the gun, Burns. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It'll be a big loss on the play there, an absolute disaster, really.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. That is caught. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Blankenship's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to deal with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Second and 5. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Throwing to start the drive. Burns. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Looking to throw on second down. Burns. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down. Burns. And that is caught on the right. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, That's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one.
They'll look to throw again. And Jones has it over the middle.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
From the right hash, this from 33.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one. And then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bush. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13.
Now Willis to throw.
He finds his man complete. It's Sullivan. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
On third down, it's Willis.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Second and 9 now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Willis got his target. That's Kohler. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. To throw, here's Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
On 1st down, Sullivan. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Willis. And that'll be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Up the middle they go. It's Sullivan, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now they'll run on the draw. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple.
2nd and 8 coming up. Back to throw here. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
To throw again on 2nd down. Willis being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10, Willis.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down.
Willis.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Willis looking to throw it.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Malik Willis.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was Malik Willis who took it in himself to cap things off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
2nd and 4.
And he will find his man on the outside.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Back to throw again. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Parsons.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here.
No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Blankenship's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd and 9. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. 3rd down, it's Willis. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now here's a throw that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Willis. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On third down, Sullivan. Oh, a good move at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Returnable for Lockett.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Ball again on second down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Now Willis on third down.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
On second down, a run with Hall.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Down right around the 25. Hall again on 2nd down. And able to work his way down to the 16. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
This drive is turning to an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.